Corona Ketchup 45, dog shirt. Very important shirt to me, one of my all-time favorite shirts that I own. The dogs on the shirt have ducks in their mouths. They're like duck hunt dogs. Ever play Duck Hunt? NES game. Probably the first time I ever held a gun. Fake light gun. Point at the screen, boom, shoot the ducks as they fly by. Duck dies. And then a dog would pop up. And that is my only knowledge of the history or the process of duck hunting. Anyway, on the shirt, that's what's happening. They're like the dog is returning a duck to you, to us. But I love ducks too. Ducks are like the pet that I've always kind of wanted to have, but knew it's just not responsible. It's like there's no way I could take care of a duck properly. A duck is in no way, his life is not better, his or her life is not better by being my duck, He's way better off being a free duck, I'm guessing. But I remember going to a kid's house who I was like friends with and like maybe played sports with, I forget, but like didn't know well and like couldn't get a read on. And I went to his house, we all did, like a bunch of us did, and he had a pet duck. He had a big backyard and he had a pet duck. And it was just like, no wonder I couldn't get a read on this kid. I would have never assumed he was a duck person. When would you ever assume that like, you're walking into a duck person's household? You would never. So, there's a certain person, I guess, that has a duck, and it's not who you'd expect. And it's not me. Maybe one day, though. Maybe one day. Great headline. Do we trust them? They promise. They promise not to strip. They're saying just food, liquor. We're following the rules. Restaurants can open now. Restaurants can reopen. We're essentially a restaurant. We just have some extracurriculars going on. So if we skip those, we should still be allowed to open up food, drink, follow the guidelines, masks, spacing, whatever. And are the strippers the waiters now? If I'm an out-of-work stripper and I'm getting a call like, hey, come back to work, but you're going to be waiting tables and not stripping, how do I feel about that? So it's a trust thing. They promise. It says they promise not to strip. But to me, where there's smoke, there's fire. A strip club's going to strip. If a strip club's open, it's going to be stripping, is my best guess. Ian Holm, the actor who played Bilbo, he died. I love Bilbo, man. I love Bilbo. He's like the best character. He just wanted an adventure. He wasn't supposed to. None of his friends did. None of the people he lived with did. Hobbits don't do the kind of stuff he wanted to do. But he wanted to do it, and he took a risk. Smaug the dragon. Movie bad. Lord of the Rings movie good. Hobbit movie bad. Hobbit book good. But I love Bilbo. Underdog, the ultimate underdog, Bilbo Baggins. Rest in peace to Ian Holm. And, say it with me, don't take a selfie with a blue heron, don't get too close to a blue heron, or any giant water bird, because why? They'll peck your eye out after mistaking it for a fish. Correct. Use this information. Use this information. Don't come across a blue heron and think you can get cute. They're birds, man. They're like, beep, 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 beep. They just go. They're not thinking. They're not thinking like we think. They're not allowed to love, They're not like, oh, I wonder what this guy's doing. I wonder what his intentions are. No, it's just like, I'm a bird. I want what I want. Incoming beak. And if they do peck out your eye, you'll know why. It's not necessarily because they hate you. It's because they thought it was a fish. And that's it for today. Check out the links in the description of the video for some organizations you can donate to fighting against racism and police brutality. If you can afford to help, please do. It's worth your time. It's worth your money. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.